The Dolphins preview. The Sharks take on the overachieving fourth place Redcliffe Dolphins in a tricky match that should have the Sharks ready for an ambush. I am going to stick with my tip from last week, calling the Sharks win. Back to almost full strength with Nico at the helm. The Sharkies will be ready to back up the performance against the Broncos in front of what will not probably be a sellout, but a pretty jovial Sharks fan base on Thursday night.
Come on, guys. Sell it out. Sell it out.
Wow.
Get down there. It's 12,000. Sell it out. Get there.
Isn't it 13,000 now?
Oh,
we might have a couple of spare tickets anyway, so
probably
true.
a few
All
extra
right,
seats
what's
in
the
there.
Shark? Williams,
Golden
how do
Bay
Sharks
won.
typically go against new entering teams?
Come on. I was going to cover our glorious history against the Redcliffe Dolphins. This was the hardest history session I've ever had. I actually had to go digging and diving through other games against other teams. So we talked about, a few weeks ago, we talked about our record against new clubs. So since 1967, how many new clubs, so obviously not counting Penrith or any other club beforehand, how many new clubs do you think we've played against? And this includes merged entities. St. George, Illawarra, any Dragons fans?
I think it's about 14.
Close. Go higher.
16.
wow.
Go higher.
20.
Go lower.
All right, just give us the damn number now.
17. 17. That covers the two different iterations of the Gold Coast. There's 4 different iterations, but there's 2. So the ones that came in 88, they disappeared at the end of 98, and the other ones that came back in 2000.
Well, no, the Gold Coast Giants disappeared and became the
but
Seagulls.
It resulted in a continual Gold Coast team. So we only counted one of those amongst that 3 or 4, like the Seagulls and the whatever else they were known as, the Chargers, the Giants. Anyway, so who was the first of those teams that we played against?
What
first new club to come in? Who was the first
in 88
club? No. There were teams that came in earlier than that.
Well, Canberra Raiders.
Yeah. What year was that?
82.
82. So we played the Canberra Raiders. Did we win or did we lose? Over to you
I reckon
guys.
we lost.
No, we won.
Oh, no, we won that
well.
one. We won that one.
44 points to 5. You would have been 1 year old. We played the Illawarra Steelers. We won that game too. We played the Brisbane Broncos in 88. Did we win on first?
We won
attempt?
that one.
We did win that one. Sweet. Here we go. We're on a roll here.
Here
Newcastle.
we go.
Did we win that one?
Yes.
No. Did we lose that one?
It was a draw.
It was a draw, 10-all. Anyway, the Gold Coast Tweed Giants. Did we win that one?
Yes.
Yes, we did. So here we
However,
go.
We lost against the Gold
undefeated.
Coast. We lost against the Gold Coast in a massive match in 1989, which cost us a 3rd place and pushed us into the 5th, 6th playoff.
You've spoken about that a few times, but that's
Hate
not
that
relevant
match.
to this discussion. Thank you
Anyway,
for your hatred of the Giants. So South Queensland, 95. Did we beat them?
Yes.
We're on a roll. North Queensland, did we beat them?
Wasn't that? I know the answer to this one.
Do you?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, didn't we?
1996, 1995, did we beat them?
Oh, yes, we beat them in that.
Yeah, okay. So we are undefeated, essentially, for all these teams up to, I suppose, 2 of the 4 in 1995.
Pretty sure we lost to Auckland.
Strap in. This roller coaster is going to go downhill from here. So,
God.
so Auckland Warriors at home
Lost.
The
Ben Samet match.
Lost. The Western Reds
Lost.
at home. Lost, exactly. The Hunter Mariners
Beat us.
We beat them, actually. So they beat us in the World Club Challenge.
That was 97.
We beat them in 97. The Adelaide Rams.
Surely we beat the Rams.
Nah, we lost to them at home. That game's on KO if you want to go watch us lose 28-16. The Melbourne Storm.
Unbelievable,
98.
Williams.
Melbourne Storm. Did we win that one?
I reckon we lost that.
Yeah, we lost that one too. St. George Illawarra. Here we go. We're going back up again for a bit.
We definitely won that.
Yeah. Anzac Day 99. And then it's downhill from here. West Tigers 2000.
We lost that.
Lost. Northern Eagles 2000 at Brookvale.
I think we lost that too, didn't we?
Lost like 30-2, 28-2. Gold Coast 2007.
We know the answer to this one. We were there.
Lost. And the Dolphins. Magic Round 2023.
And
surely.
we lost. Goodness.
Wayne Bennett's 4,000th match, some milestone game. Sorry, Franco. I see I've lost you there. Anyway, there's a rationale to this madness. So the 17 teams we've played, the first match, obviously, it was a good record early, and then it went downhill. So I just want to take my hat off to the fact that we've had a good record against Canberra Raiders, Brisbane Broncos, and the like. Obviously, the Raiders in 82 were not the Broncos in 88. So hard to compare, but we had 8 wins, 1 draw, 8 losses. The second game, that is where it's at. This week is our second game against the Dolphins. Redemption, baby. We've played 16 times, because obviously we haven't played the Dolphins twice yet. We have had 0 draws, 4 losses, 12 wins. So here we go. Let this record continue, please. This week, I think it's going to be tough. My tip is going to be the Sharks by 8. Actually, we're going to revise it down, Sharks by 6. I think they're going to take it to us. We're going to be a bit tired again with the short turnaround. But please, guys, rock up. Beat these pretend Finns and send Wayne and his Croaties back to whatever. No, they're not even calling themselves Redcliffe. Own where you're from, people. You're the Redcliffe Dolphins, not the Brisbane Dolphins yet. Or just the Dolphins. There's no such place as the. But anyway, that's my rant done. Anyway, we are not too bad against first inaugural teams in the second week.
Fair enough. All right, let's look at these tips that have come through. So Scott Latino's given us a tip over the Finn Thieves 36-10. Fair enough. SJD's come through with actually maybe where the imposters Dolphins can't beat any top 8 team. And then my top 12 has been on good form tonight. Has come through with a comment saying, beware the Wayne Bennett teams, but I'm quietly confident with our side, pretty much at full strength, with the exception of Wilton. I think that's probably right as well. My top 12. All right, let's look. Let's have a look at the team lists. Let's do that. Let's go like that.
Shout out. My top 12 with his shout out for us being the Sharks. You're right, that kept us in the competition.
Out of the merge.
But there's no team,
true.
no need to be known as the team in this day and age of no rationalization and expansion. Just own where you are from.
All right, let's run through the team list.
Do you know where they did it?
What, the Sharks back in the day?
No, the Dolphins. The Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins. What is it to say that they were Queensland's team, Brisbane's team?
Yeah, so they sort of covered that southeast Queensland corridor and weren't actually tied up to a current Queensland Cup team. So they wanted
should have been Ipswich. There was some kind of controversy about it being.
But they want to own all that area, so that way they merge all the fans who don't want to be part of the Broncos or the Cowboys or the Titans. So.
Yeah.
You guys are absolutely hilarious.
Just call yourself the South Queensland Crushers.
I'm just going to say,
let's go.
Can we just read through damn team list? So now remember, we always stuff this up for the benefit of our Spotify.
Matt Rogers.
For the benefit of our Spotify users, Chris, you need to let the music play for a couple of seconds and then you talk so that then
I thought we got rid of this rubbish music. Go.
No, we're doing the music. We're ready? All right, ready? Okay, so you got to let it play for a minute and then you talk over it. So
a minute.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Talk.
Does it play?
Yeah, it's playing.
All right. For you Spotify listeners, they're not troubling the scorers again. So at fullback, Will Kennedy, Katoa, Ramian, Iro, Mulatalo, and this week we have Trindle and Hines in the halves. Toby Rudolph gets the start at number 8, Brayley at 9, Kafusi at 10, Nicker at 11, Talakai again starts at number 12, and Captain Cameron at lock. Jack Williams, Big Tommy, Haminueli, and Royce Hunt, and Coach Craig Fitzgibbon. So we're going with a 4-forward bench again, and let's see how we go. But red hot team as usual. Why change the winning formula? If Boldo be nice enough to flick over to the Dolphins, this is where it gets interesting because we haven't had a Dolphins match this year, so let's go. So the hammer in at fullback, Azarko, Avarillo, Herbie Farnsworth, Jack Bostock fill out the back line, Cody Nikarima, Katoa at 7, Bromwich at 8, Jeremy Marshall King at 9, the Mullet Kafusi at 10, Lumu for 11, Ewan Aiken and Big Max Clafford at 13. They go with Josh Kerr, the GOAT Mark Nichols because he loves scoring tries, the Harders Ray Stone and Kurt Donahue, and Coach Wayne Bennett coaches his, what would you say, Williams? 4,226 match. So very strong Dolphins team. This team seems to like to speak to Pointsbet and find out how many times they've been the outsiders this season and actually had the victory. This team does not quit. They don't fold. They are strong across the park. They don't seem like it, but they just go out there and do something. I don't know what it is, but a little Wayne Bennett sort of magic on top of the team, and they just go out and do their job. So very strong back line, very strong forward pack, very capable players, and they just work like a well-oiled machine. Confident in what they do in their style, and then they don't give up. They're very much like our sort of old school 16, 15, 16, 17 Sharks, bit of an arm wrestle, drag down, happy to play a game 12-10 or quickly release to the hammer and let him score length of the field tries. So in saying that, a team coming down to Queensland on a cold Thursday night winter at the Bermuda Triangle might be a bit tricky for them. So we'll see how we go.
They compete and they have speed. That's what killed us last year. We weren't ready for the arm wrestle. We had a good first 5 minutes or so. I think Ronaldo almost scored. I think it was called back for a forward pass or something. We broke them open on the left early, and then they just blew us from there with every error that we made. They punished us, hard running. Basically, they'll getting us on the fringes, getting us through the middle. The Hammer scored 2 quick tries early. I don't know if he ended up getting a hat-trick. I haven't watched that game again, but I remember him scoring at least 2. So we need to be on because they can rack up points quickly.
And it's funny, you go through that lineup, and most of those blokes, I know it's funny saying that the Dolphins only been in for one season, but have played for more than 2 other clubs before coming to the Dolphins. So it's pretty much a team of journeymen of 17 who were fringies to sometimes starters. Like they've even got the MILF who sort of backs up and plays in the halves, but they've got obviously Nicarima back this week. So even Bostock scoring tries left, right, and centre. The Englishman Herbie's pretty strong. Ewan Aiken at 12 has been he's played. Yeah,
an origin
he's
player.
a good footballer.
He's an origin player.
Yeah. And like I said, they're going with 4 forwards on the bench as well. Kerr Nichols is kind of like Tommy, where he's scoring tries. Ray Stone normally plays a bit of hooker, and he's a very, very strong player. Wayne Bennett's favourite son. So, I'm still tipping Sharks confidently by 10 at home on a cold Thursday night. But yeah, this team they're tough. No one predicted them to be as high as they are, and they're still staying up there. They're not falling off like other teams are. They're still entrenched in the top 4 like we are. So work cut out for us, I think, but still Sharks by 10.
Frank Killiman's come through saying, commenting, very professional lads. Love your work, boys. Look forward to your chats. Yes, I'm sure you are looking forward to our chats, Frank, when we talk about Kenneth Bromwich rather than Ken Bromwich. Is it Kenneth? Is that a spelling mistake there?
Yeah, it's even Katoa's. Oh, mate, I'm going to speak to my admin. I'm going to have to sack us.
I think it was Barrison Trindle was Braden Trindle's spelling tonight. So I'm not
I
sure
thought that must have been
Barrison
on purpose. Harley has, of course, tipped the Sharks to win with a big score. So thanks for your tip there coming through, Harley. Let's just switch back to that Sharks team. Franco, give us your take on this match. Bryson Trindle. I thought that was some sort of in-joke, and I actually didn't correct that on purpose.
Yeah. There we go.
Franco?
Obviously the Hammer and Farnsworth scare me quite a bit. As the lads have mentioned, there's a lot of speed there and a lot of grit and determination coming out of those 2. That said, the fact that we're at home gives me a bit more belief. So, don't want to fall asleep on the Dolphins. Just a reminder to everyone who doesn't give them much credibility. They're above the Roosters. They're above the Broncos. They're doing well. But I think we can get them. I think we can, if we show that same commitment that we saw, excluding the Parramatta game, I think we'll get the biscuits. And it should be a fun night there at Shark Park.
All right, fair enough. Let's switch back to our view there. I think we've all got our tips in, so I think we're all tipping the Sharks. 5 by 5.
What
Is that
could
right,
possibly
Matty?
go wrong? Correct. Yeah, I've tipped the Sharks by 6.
Can you give us a history overview of our panel when we've all tipped the Sharks? I think we've always won every time we've. Oh no, the West Tigers. That one didn't work. That one didn't work out so well for us. All right. Well, if anyone wants to get their tips in, please do so and let us know what you think in the comments and how this match is going to go.